I was humming while folding laundry when I saw it. The corner of an envelope sticking out from under the couch cushion. At first, I didn't think much of it. Maybe a lost bill, a birthday card that slipped through the cracks. But as soon as I pulled out and saw my name on the front, written in his handwriting, my stomach twisted. I hadn't even known he was planning to leave. We'd been married for 6 years, together for 8. I thought we were solid. Not perfect, no marriage is, but solid enough to handle the ups and downs. That morning, Nathan kissed me goodbye on the forehead, like he always did before work. Nothing was off. Nothing was different. The letter told a very different story. I stood there in the living room, holding the open envelope in one hand, pages trembling in the other, trying to make sense of the words in front of me. His handwriting was neat, too neat, like he'd rewritten it several times before deciding this was a final version. He knew. He had known all along. I wanted to say this face to face, the letter began, but I knew I couldn't trust myself to stay calm, or worse, to stay. I sat down. My knees couldn't hold me anymore. I found out 3 months ago, he continued. At first I thought I was wrong. I didn't want to believe it. You and Ben? Of all people, my best friend. I kept telling myself I was being paranoid. Ben. I hadn't said his name in weeks. Not out loud. Not since the last time it happened. You started working late. Your perfume lingered on clothes you hadn't worn to work. You laughed at texts I never saw. And when I checked our iPad, yeah, the one that syncs messages from your phone, I saw it. The thread. The pictures. The jokes. The things you said about me. I felt sick. He had known. He had known everything. And still, he kissed me goodbye that morning. He had eaten dinner with me last night, watched Netflix with me, pretended like our life was normal. But behind that calm was a man packing his bags in silence. I didn't want to confront you until I was sure. And when I was sure, I didn't know who I hated more, Ben for stabbing me in the back, or you for doing it while smiling in my face. I buried my face in my hands. Our affair had started impulsively. One night, when Nathan was away at a conference, Ben and I had drinks. Too many. We laughed, reminisced, then crossed a line. I told myself it was a mistake. I told Ben it would never happen again. It did, for more times. And then I ended it. I ghosted Ben. I avoided any situation where we might be alone. I told myself it was over, that it had meant nothing, that Nathan would never know, that I could keep living like this and fix things from the inside out. But Nathan had known, quietly, completely. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. The letter went on. I thought about screaming, about throwing all your stuff out the window, about punching Ben in the face. But what I wanted more than anything was for you to tell me the truth. I remembered how many times he asked me gentle questions during those weeks. Are you happy? Is there something you want to tell me? I remembered brushing him off, smiling too hard, lying with ease. I waited for you to come clean, he wrote. You never did. And I realized that wasn't going to change. You weren't sorry. You were just hoping it would go away. I don't know how long I sat there reading that letter. Maybe an hour. Maybe more. When I finally stood up, the house felt abandoned, like his presence had already vanished from every room. His toothbrush was gone. His watch wasn't on the nightstand. Half his closet was empty. He hadn't left me the letter to explain. He'd left it to say goodbye. And then I saw it, at the bottom of the final page. I loved you more than anyone else ever will. That's what hurts the most. No signature. Just that. The next few hours were a blur. I tried calling him, straight to voicemail. I messaged him, read, but no reply. I even drove to his office. His assistant told me politely that Nathan had taken emergency leave and wouldn't be available for foreseeable future. I called Ben. I screamed at him, asked if he had told Nathan, but he was just as shocked. I didn't say a word, he said. You think I wanted this to blow up in my face too? I hung up on him, and I realized then Nathan hadn't needed Ben to admit it. He'd done his own detective work. He'd watched me pretend. He'd waited for me to come clean. And when I didn't, he left without a single confrontation. That was his revenge. It's been 4 months since he disappeared. No updates. No emails. Just a letter and the echo of everything I destroyed. His family refuses to speak to me. Our mutual friends took sides, most of them his. I'm living alone now. I sold the house. Too many ghosts in every hallway. I haven't heard from Ben since that call. Honestly, I don't want to. He's just a reminder of the worst decision I ever made. Sometimes I stare at the front door, expecting Nathan to walk in and tell me this was all some sort of test, that he wanted to see if I'd chase him, that we still had a shot. But he won't. He gave me the chance to tell the truth. I chose silence. I chose comfort. I chose selfishness. Now I live with that choice, one quiet, echoing day at a time.